I was planning to do this video last night when I got done with work, but I didn't get done with work until 6 o'clock. By the time I did a couple of little things and got home, it was after 6:30, and ate dinner, watched Jeopardy. Totally forgot I was going to make a video. But I've been seeing a lot of stuff about the new GoPro Hero 14, or whatever they may end up calling it. This new GoPro stuff coming out with the new advanced chip that they're going to be using in their new cameras, and all of that has like a 5 nanometer architecture or something like that, instead of the 12 nanometer architecture of their old chip that they've been using since the Hero 10 or something. Better heat management and efficiency, and people are assuming that it's going to be pushing, like higher frame rates at higher resolutions, and possibly a good bit bigger sensor. People keep talking about a 1-inch sensor. That's a nice round number, so it seems kind of magical to people, I guess. Just a 1-inch sensor. That's a good size and better than what you see on most of these typical, action cameras through the years. If you actually look up on the internet, though, the comparison of the size of different chips, it's still nothing like what you're going to see in a typical, DSLR or a mirrorless, camera with interchangeable lenses, like an APS-C size sensor, or of course, a full size, like a 35 millimeter sensor. But some of the stuff I'm hearing about this camera and some of the supposed leaks, I'm kind of wondering if it's going to be the camera I've always been wishing GoPro would make. Because the camera I've always dreamed of, having used GoPros for a long, long time, I've always wished that someone would make a camera, preferably GoPro, that was maybe a little bit bigger, had an APS-C size sensor at least in it for better low light performance and everything, and just better overall, general picture quality, and yet had the same kind of interface and all the features and the same kind of weather resistance, waterproof nature, and all of that. And looking at what's supposedly going to be the next GoPro from some of the leaked pictures, I think they may have actually made the camera I've been wanting all these years. It's not going to have an APS-C size sensor, I don't think. Nothing like that. But everybody assumes it's going to have at least like the 1-inch sensor that everybody likes to talk about. If they do, wow. And it's supposedly, probably without doubt, it's supposed to shoot 8K video at least 30 frames per second. Maybe 6K at 60, probably, I assume. Even if that was the max 6K, it would still be great. Actually, right now, the GoPros that we have at the moment, the Hero 13, you can shoot 5.3K. I wasn't really planning to buy any more cameras before I go on my trip, but if GoPro came out with the Hero 14 that had a big sensor and improved low light mode, which you see with a lot of other cameras like the Insta360 and the DJI now have these dedicated night modes, that combined with a bigger sensor, even if it still had just the same resolutions and frame rates that it has right now, I would have a hard time passing that up, And especially getting ready to head over to the Philippines, some of the things that we are planning to do, some of the places that we know we're going to go, and then a couple of the places where we are thinking about going at least, and may end up, man, it would be nice to have a camera like that to really take some super awesome, high quality video, So we'll see what happens. Leaving for the Philippines, and like 26, 27 days I'll be there, There's a lot of talk about the new Insta360 X6 too. I just bought the X5 a while back. I was watching the bundle that they had at Costco. It was like $5.49 with the selfie stick, extra battery, 256 gigabyte micro SD card, and it went on sale, $80 off for $4.69. I saw it on the Costco website, and I think it was, well, this was in March. The sale was supposed to run from like the 16th of March to the 31st. It was already well after the 16th when I saw that. And it said online price. And when I tried to look it up with the in-store pricing, it just said in-store pricing may vary. And this was on a Friday, so I went ahead and ordered it online to have them delivered to the store. And with the free shipping, they were saying possibly that Wednesday I would get it. We ended up having to go in Costco that night to get some other stuff. And I know we'd been in there after the 16th. But sure enough, we go in there and it was the same price in the store. And I was like, oh, damn, man. I should have just checked in the store first, It ended up finally showing up on just Monday anyways, but it's like, man, I could have been playing with it over the weekend instead of having to wait. There's a lot of cool stuff you can do with those 360 cameras. It's kind of like an addition to your other stuff. The resolution, they say 8K, but that's spread between two sensors, the two sensors on each side of the camera. And once you start cropping in and editing that footage, you're not getting even the full 4K in a lot of cases. That's plenty for typical kind of social media stuff, of course. If you're trying to do super high quality stuff, you're going to have a cut in resolution compared to just something like a GoPro or a DJI Osmo, something like that, where you've got just one sensor and you're shooting just a flat video. You're getting that full resolution. So the X6, people are talking there too about maybe 1-inch sensors on it, kind of like the DJI, the 360 they came out with, So we'll see what happens. For me, the thing that would make it worthwhile, larger sensors would be nice, and like 8K at 60 instead of 30. But if they could boost it, even to like 10K between the two cameras, so if you're just using one side, you got like 5K, that would make things a lot better in terms of just cropping in. So like 5K video would be a total of 10K for the whole thing for the 360. And plus, GoPro's made a big deal out about how the DJI and the Insta360 cameras they're really not using the full amount of pixels on the sensor, whereas GoPro supposedly is. So Insta360 on the X6, they might want to tout that too as being something that they've improved, plus with 10-bit color instead of 8-bit. So we're going to see. It's going to be interesting. There's just so much exciting gear out there. And man, I look back through history, some of the things in my life, I wish we would have had all this photo gear back then. It would have been awesome. I'm going to make the best out of it though now that it is here, so can't wait. This new GoPro especially, it might be the camera I've been dreaming they would make for a long time. So we're going to find out. Hopefully we'll find out before I go to the Philippines so I can make a decision about it.